Thanks so much for joining us here at 13 News at noon. I'm Felicia Lawrence here with meteorologist Sean Ash, and it is another beautiful spring day.
This is lovely stuff. Windows were open this morning at the house, cool it down. And then, we get temperatures in the 70s later today. It's just great.
Now, you usually are slow to turn on heat. Are you slow or fast to turn on air conditioning?
I do my best to try to save a few dollars if we can.
I understand.
But we all have our thresholds here. Yeah, we're in cruise control right now, but we do want you to be prepared, and we've got some impacts ahead of us now. Lindsay has a fresh blog at WTHR.com. talking about the wind machine and severe weather potential. I want to talk about it as well today. Right now at the noon hour, though, we're looking great. Noblesville 57 here in Indy. Sunshine with just a few high clouds. The air remains relatively dry with dew points in the 30s. The wind is not much of a player right now because we've got a front that's just about north of I-70, and you can see the south wind. It's almost 70 degrees in Bloomington. North of the boundary, it's only 49 in Kokomo. As we addressed yesterday, that front is lifting to the north, and though temperatures are cooler now compared to this time yesterday afternoon, that boundary will be to the north of us come late this afternoon. All of us are going to be in the 70s for the most part, or at least close, and we've got sunshine as well. Perfect timing as we kick off the Big Ten men's basketball tournament here this afternoon. First round getting started there at 3:30. If you're in town, enjoy it. Now, we want you to be aware of what's heading our direction. We're going to talk about the severe weather potential and potential for some high wind gusts, even without thunderstorms, all ahead in the 7-day forecast.
And this afternoon, 13 News is working to learn more about a shooting near a hotel on the south side, seriously hurting one person. Metro Police were called to Southeast Street near Thompson Road just before 7:30 this morning. And that's where they found a person shot and took them to the hospital in critical condition. Our crew at the scene saw a heavy police presence at another hotel down the street. We are still monitoring to see if any suspects have been identified in this investigation. When we learn more, we will update you. Right now, 2 teens are in police custody accused of committing violent crimes while armed. One teen, a 14-year-old boy, was arrested for shooting 2 teen girls earlier this month, and then another teen arrested for robbing a Walgreens. So the first case happened on March 2nd at a park near 23rd in Alabama in Indy's Old North Side. Police tracked the 14-year-old to a home and took the teen into custody. The 2 teen girls shot are expected to be okay. In a separate case, police arrested a 16-year-old for allegedly robbing a Walgreens next door to where he lives. Police also found several guns inside the apartment during a bust. The 16-year-old is also accused of shooting a gun off his balcony at Bayview Club Apartments. The 16-year-old's mom helped turn him in.
Yeah, these are individuals that shouldn't have firearms. We need parents, we need adults, we need mentors to step up and guide these young people. In some cases we're having that and they're still obtaining firearms. But 2 juveniles committing violent crimes in our city is not acceptable.
Right now, we're working to learn if both of the teens have been officially charged.
Our lives changed forever on this date, and you robbed us of everything we had.
Raymond Childs III is starting a 360-year sentence for murdering 6 of his family members. Childs maintains he did not do it.
I'm not no killer, I'm not no murderer, I'm not no bad person. And a lot of people honestly agree with
The murders happened over 4 years ago inside a home on Indy's east side. Childs' parents, his 13-year-old sister, his 18-year-old brother, and his brother's 19-year-old girlfriend, who was about to give birth, all shot and killed. His 15-year-old brother was shot twice but survived.
The hole you've left in my heart and in the hearts of everyone who loved them can never be filled. I wake up every day knowing they are gone because of that night.
Childs plans to appeal his conviction. During testimony, a doctor said Childs has post-traumatic stress disorder because of abuse and domestic violence in his childhood. And 12 more years have been added to the sentence for an inmate already serving a 20-year sentence for burglary. Marion Janes is now facing charges for stealing a truck and escaping prison back in October of 23. During his sentencing, Janes told the judge his actions were the dumbest thing he's ever done. Janes stole the truck and escaped from the Edinburgh Correctional Facility. He then drove to the west side of Indy, where our cameras caught police arresting him at a home near Holt and Rockville Roads. Janes will begin his new sentence after completing his sentence for burglary in October of 27. It is official. The city of Noblesville is moving forward with a historic housing project called Gatewood Lakes. It's 1,100 acres and a future home for 5,000 Hoosiers. Logan Gay was there for the vote and shares the next steps for the project.
After a unanimous vote of approval, the Noblesville City Council signed off on officially rezoning 1,100 acres of land to make way for this mixed-use master planned community called Gatewood Lakes. Betsy Hinkie with Hinkie Development Group says they put in a lot of hard work to get here.
This is really a culmination of a lot of efforts of multiple months of work with the city of Noblesville, numerous departments and their staff, as well as our team and so many that we work with.
Before they voted, the board made sure they got clarity on the architectural process of the development and confirmed the streets will be built to city standard, even if they are private. The City Council President, Megan Wiles, says they want to make sure they're being considerate of current and future residents.
We never want to do something that's going to be negatively impacting our current residents.
The project will be a big undertaking. Designed as a golf cart community, some of the anticipated features include thousands of homes, 20 miles of scenic trails, retail space, 140 acres of green space, and 2.5 miles of shoreline. For those who may be overwhelmed by this, Wiles says just wait and see.
One of the things that I've heard is the concern over construction and traffic, and people think that when a project gets approved that it's going to show up overnight, and this will happen over a number of years for that development to really fully build out.
There's still work to do in order to turn this into this. The next step in the process, the developers completing construction plans and drawings to secure permits for moving dirt and working on infrastructure, sidewalks, roads, and sewers.
It just feels really good, and it feels, ready to be a really well-intentioned, development in a growing area.
When this is all done, Wiles hopes this development will have something for everyone.
So one of the challenges that we have in the city of Noblesville is we don't have places for people, I'm going to say, to either move up to or maybe to downsize at the level that they want to be able to do so. And so a project like this is going to have a number of different housing options.
Ultimately, they say this was not only a yes for the development group, but a yes for Noblesville. They hope to break ground in 2026. In Noblesville, Logan Gay, 13 News.
And thanks to Logan there. And several Indiana counties had issues with their tornado sirens during yesterday's statewide test. That includes Marion County. The county had issues with its tornado warning system, or they just didn't work. Marion County Emergency Management says they immediately contacted the vendor to investigate after the siren did not go off. However, after a second test, the system was functioning normally.
Almost right off the bat, as happens, we got notifications from various members around the community that they didn't hear the sirens. So for us, I immediately engaged our vendor and engaged the rest of our staff.
Two other counties, Boone and Hancock, also experiencing issues with their systems. Officials say this is just a perfect example of why they tell people to stay weather aware.